The situation with the tickets right now?
Okay, presently, the traffic department, we have some challenges with the tickets. However, it's not as a result of any legislative issues. It was just the form of the ticket in itself. So the printery stopped printing the tickets, but as a result, they had not started printing the new form. So you find that there's a lull in between. So we do not have tickets. However, not having tickets does not prevent the police from charging any person for whatever offense that they are committing. A ticket is an opportunity for persons to pay without going to court. And usually the charge on a ticket is less. So if you are taken to court, you pay more. Usually the ticket is about half the fines on the charge. So you have an opportunity, you do not want to waste time, you are given a ticket, you pay your ticket, or you could even contest the ticket. However, I need to let persons know that when a ticket is contested, you usually pay double the fine that was on the ticket if convicted in court. So I want the public to know that they must not, or they should not think that the police not having tickets makes it easy for them to be lawless in terms of driving. Actually, the police, they have a pocketbook, they will take your registration number, you get the information, and then proceed via the court. And usual, as I said, when the matter goes to court, if there is a conviction, you pay more than the ticket.
Mr. Desir, just want to point you, I've been taking a look at the 2016 stats as yet, perused it in detail, but if we go back to 2015, after we did the statistics report, 9,256 traffic tickets were issued, 375 were convictions, of which 1,827 were paid. So that leaves, and the revenue earned was about $495,000. So that leaves about close to 6,000 tickets. Well, we don't know. But doesn't this speak to some deficiency somewhere, whether it be between the courts or the enforcement part of the traffic?
No, I would not agree that it speaks to any deficiency. However, the tickets, the record that you have is tickets paid by the court, ticket paid into the court. However, the matters taken to court, usually at the court, as the process, the persons may, as I said, may be convicted and the fines may be more. So the record that you have, it is up to, the ticket is issued, we issue 10 tickets, we check with the court, 5 were paid. The other 5 would be lodged in court where there would be a case in the court.
But are you satisfied that the turnover of traffic cases is as it should be in terms of going before the courts and in record time and getting it done? Because I understand that's been a problem for the citizenry themselves.
Yes, actually, when you have the matters at the court, sometimes the ticket in itself is a sermon. You need persons to understand that. Say you were given 14 days to pay the ticket, it is not paid, you were to appear in court on a particular date. On that date, the ticket will be heard. You will not be summoned to court again. The ticket will be heard on that day. So it may be heard in your absence, and if convicted, then a notice of conviction now will be served on the persons. So the tickets that are not accounted for, probably you have one in there. An officer would come to you with the fine, the notice to pay now, the ticket, yeah. The fine.
And finally on that, how about the supposed indiscipline of police officers themselves? Because one of the more common complaints is that they issue tickets and they themselves don't show up on the specified court date.
Actually, the ticket was one of the reasons why the tickets were there too, is to relieve the officer of his presence in court, because you know that we have work to do on the road. Officers need to be on the road. If the officer is needed at the court on the day, because on the day you need to, if you have challenged a ticket, they need to inform the officer of such.
Just one concern from me as it relates to the equipment used in the, especially within traffic. We had the radar guns which could test the speed limit and so forth. Are they still available? I haven't seen much of them on the road. Or what is the situation with the equipment as it stands?
No, actually, we need new guns. Because as you know that with the radar guns, it is calibrated for a certain period. For example, it may be calibrated for 1 year, and after that year, you have to recalibrate the guns. If it is not calibrated, it is not prudent to use it to check speed. So they are not calibrated, and then we will not use it.
So is it an issue of just getting it calibrated, or is it an issue of getting new ones?
The way to go is laser. We are moving into laser guns, so we would be getting new ones instead of the old ones, which works on the Doppler effect principle. Yeah.
Are we getting the homicide from you? You have any details to provide us so far?
We recorded yet another homicide that was in Woodlands, where it is alleged that a female had stabbed the boyfriend, and as a result, death occurred. The female is presently assisting the police with the investigation of the matter. This was as a result of a dispute, family dispute that was ongoing, and we have been saying that persons, whenever there is a dispute, persons need to be able to know how to resolve these disputes and not go through violence. Usually it leads into violence. As soon as it have started, I think persons need to come to an understanding that we need to, hey, this we have reached so far, and then we need to know conflict resolution, what to do, and so on.
If we go back to January 9th, 2017, sorry, I know waiting. The circumstances at this point initially appear to be similar to a homicide in Grand Riviere, where the girlfriend allegedly stabs the boyfriend to death. This case, we've seen no prosecution yet. We've heard of no arrest, no arraignment, nothing. On what grounds would something like that occur where the alleged perpetrator is not arrested?
No, usually the police works in tandem with the DPP's office, and usually whatever evidence that we have gathered, statements, which will be taken to the DPP, who gives direction and assistance in the matter. So I know that statements were taken, the file was completed, and then forwarded to the DPP's office, and he would give directive.